If you ever use creative ways to justify your purchases, you may be guilty of using girl math. Girl math sounds a bit problematic. It's really just the latest TikTok trend where women explain spending choices that make no mathematical sense.
What do you mean by that?
You've heard about girl math, you've heard about boy math, you've heard about boomer math. Now let's talk about millennial math.
Huh?
Trend called girl math. There are a bunch of videos explaining this concept. Here's one that I think lays it out pretty clearly. Watch.
So for example, if you spend $100 and you get a $10 reward, you just made $10.
That's not accurate. That's not how that works.
You want to get Chipotle tonight?
I can't. I'm trying to save money.
Dang, it's free chips and guac with any purchase.
Did you say free chips and guac?
With any purchase, yeah.
So we're losing money if we don't go.
Technically?
I'll grab my wallet.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm smiling, but it ain't funny.
I'm gonna get so many free drinks this weekend. How do you know that? Because I just bought this amazing dress. It was like $500. Spend $500 on a dress, you could get free drinks. No, I bought a dress that will pay for itself in free drinks. Girl math.
Today's girl math is that I owe $200 on my credit card and I also owe $180 on a bill. So I'm going to pay the $200 to my credit card, and once that clears, I'm going to use my credit card to pay the $180 bill. So really, I got two bills paid for the price of one. Let me know if you want any more financial advice.
Hell no!
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Smart Money Habits. Today we're going to have some more fun looking at girl math. I'm not going to hold you. Let's hop right into it.
I got you, homie. Let's go.
Girl math is that I'm going to run into Target for one thing, and then it ends up being, $100 later.
You've heard about girl math, you've heard about boy math, you've heard about boomer math. Now let's talk about millennial math. Millennial math is buying the $7 iced coffee every day because saving around $200 a month doesn't go a long way in this economy anymore, and you can make up the difference with your side hustle. Millennial math is choosing to go out to eat because buying all the ingredients for tacos costs more money, or at least just as much. Millennial math is buying things with your credit card instead of your debit card so you can get cash back. Millennial math is buying avocado toast instead of buying actual avocados to make it at home because there's a 90% chance those avocados are going to go rotten before you use them. Millennial math is never checking your bank account. If something's wrong, I'm sure I'll get a notification. And millennial math is spending a bunch of money on workout classes so that you don't have to spend a bunch of money on healthcare down the road.
If you ever use creative ways to justify your purchases, you may be guilty of using girl math. Girl math sounds a bit problematic. It's really just the latest TikTok trend where women explain spending choices that make no mathematical sense. To your wife or you, girl math?
My wife for sure.
Tell us about Jordan.
But my wife justifies it with like big purchases.
Like what?
Dude, okay.
Say it.
Looking at you. $300 she paid for this outside rug that's white. And it was $1,000 regular. And I go, you spent $300 on a white outside rug? She goes, it was $1,000.
Right, she girl mathed
it, which didn't help me at all because it's ruined because we put it by the fire pit and it's outside. Now we threw it away.
Like embers are flying on it?
Yeah, gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all talked
You
about
can't girl
this.
math that. That's stupid. I had white rugs. Someone at the company's like, someone bought that white outside rug. You can't girl math that. That's stupid.
Today's girl math is that I owe $200 on my credit card and I also owe $180 on a bill. So I'm going to pay the $200 to my credit card, and once that clears, I'm going to use my credit card to pay the $180 bill. So really, I got two bills paid for the price of one. Let me know if you want any more financial advice.
You want to get Chipotle tonight?
I can't. I'm trying to save money.
Dang, it's free chips and guac with any purchase.
Did you say free chips and guac?
With any purchase, yeah.
So we're losing money if we don't go.
Technically?
I'll grab my wallet. And this.
Okay, so $350 is going back on your card. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. I love payday.
What size would you like?
How much is the medium?
$5.09.
And how much is the large?
$5.90.
So they're both $5?
$5-ish.
I'll take the large. Hey, you want to get Taco Bell?
I thought you weren't trying to spend.
Yeah, but it's free tonight.
It's free?
And will that be cash or card?
Gift card.
Okay, I'll take it.
Told you it was free.
I'm gonna get so many free drinks this weekend. How do you know that? Because I just bought this amazing dress. It was like $500. Spent $500 on a dress. You could get free drinks. No, I bought a dress that will pay for itself in free drinks. Girl math. Speaking of me getting things for free, can you believe this one guy almost didn't pay on a date last week? I mean, like, it was only a $200 dinner. And the makeup I was wearing was like $600. Like, pull your weight, bro. But you weren't wearing $600 worth of makeup. That's just how much it cost for the set. Oh, and I ended up sleeping with that guy, by the way. Wait, really? Yeah, but I was drunk. So it wasn't me sleeping with him, so I won't really count it. Girl math. Okay, girl math seems to just be an excuse for irresponsible decision making. No, it's just me making sure I feel like I never make any mistakes. Yeah, I can't even talk to you.
My boyfriend is late coming over and he isn't responding to any of my texts. He must be buying me flowers. Girl math. Yeah.
I went to 6 stores today and spent $120 at one, but $0 at the other 5. So that's only $20 per store, which is actually saving money because it's under my $50 budget. Girl math. Yay. I drank 3 black coffees today, so really, I already drank 3 cups of water. Girl math. Yay!
If you eat protein and carbs, you will feel satisfied and energized. If you eat fiber, you'll feel...
I'm going to walk you guys through this using Swiss chocolates, okay? Now, if you don't talk to boys, you'll be happy, okay? You'll be happy. Now, if you don't talk to boys and focus on your career, you'll be happy and successful. 2 chocolates for you. Now, if you don't talk to boys, focus on your career, and go to the gym, you'll be happy, successful, healthy, and hot. Do you see that? 3rd chocolate, okay? 4th chocolate, this is for you. There you go.
Trend called girl math. There are a bunch of videos explaining this concept. Here's one that I think lays it out pretty clearly. Watch.
So, for example, if you spend $100 and you get a $10 reward, you just made $10.
That's not accurate. That's not how that works.
Yeah, because now in a future purchase, you just saved yourself $10. If you return an item at the store, you just earn money. So if you return something and buy something at the same time, it was free.
No, because you had to spend the money the first time.
No, but then the second time it's free because it's no extra money. Or like if you pay for cash with something, it's free because it's not coming out of your bank account.
Right, so that's girl math. And as you can see, as you already expected, girl math is just bad math. It's not math, it's anti-math.
This is the greatest Uno reverse card ever.
Took this girl out, right? So I told the girl at the table, I said, look, I'm having a great time tonight. I'm happy I came out. Plus, she looked really beautiful. She cut me off right then and there. She said, let me tell you something real quick, Brandon. I said, what's up? She goes, I want to let you know that I don't give it up on the first date. And I instantly got upset because I didn't say anything about getting none tonight. I said, how beautiful you look, how much fun I'm having. That's what I said to you. But why you don't give it up on the first date? She said, well, I don't want this relationship that we have to be just based off sex. I want you to respect me as a woman. Plus, I got a lot going on in my life right now. Okay. And I feel really bad if I give you someone the first date and never hear from you again. I would feel really bad.
I respect that.
That makes sense. I don't know. That's what she said, right? And I had to respect that. But this bill came to the table really, really fast. And I'm looking over the bill. The bill's like $190, right? It was a crazy bill. But
first date?
To the bill, and what I found out was that it only had mozzarella sticks and 2 beers. So I told the girl, I said, look, I'll put in $40, right? Because that'll cover the tax and the tip. Plus, that's more than my portion of what I had. And she lost her mind. I said, are you kidding me? You invited me out. I thought you were paying. I said, listen, I want to let you know something.
Oh.
I don't pay on the first date.
Drop it.
So you see, I don't want this relationship based off me paying, you know what I'm saying? And I want you to respect me as a man, you know what I'm talking about? And got a lot going on in my life right now. And I feel really bad if I pay for this date tonight and never hear from you again.
Man. Touche, young man. Touche. I gotta use this. This is the greatest Uno reverse card ever.
Hey, I went to the store and my total was $42.07. And y'all know I've been locked up with COVID, okay? I just got free. I just got released. I just got out. I'm back in these streets. Go in here to the store and it's $42.07. I give her $100 bill. And I said, hold on, I got some change. Then I give her 7 cents, right? So then I could get back $58. I handed her the 100, and then I handed her the 7 cents. And she says, oh no, you overpaid me. And I said, huh? And she said, you overpaid me. I said, well, all I got's 100. You know, she said, no, the 100 is enough. I don't need your 7 cents. And I said, I'm giving you the 7 cents so I can get an equal dollar back. So I can get $58 back. She said, no, you'll get $57.93. I said, I know, that's why I'm giving you the 7 cents so I can get $58 back. That way I don't have to keep all that change on me and you don't have to count back all that change. It's a win-win for both of us.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
She said, we don't do that here. I said, don't do what here? We don't overpay here. I said, I'm not overpaying. I'm just giving you the 7 cents so you can give me an equal dollar back. We don't do that here. She was like, that just sounds like it's like a money scam. And I just said, okay. And it took me a minute because I'm like, am I the problem? I have been sick for over a week. Maybe it's me, you know? So while she's sitting out counting my $57.93 back, it took her a minute. Okay, it did. It took her a minute 3 or 4 times. I was sitting here thinking, and I'm going over everything in my head. I was like, no, I can give her this 7 cents with the 93 and get the dollar back. So when she gave me the 93 cents, I gave her the 93 cents plus the 7 cents. I said, can you give me $1 for this? She said no. She said I could take it to the bank and they could do it. This is our future. So I just said, that's weird. Okay. Have a good day. And then she got a little attitude with me. Take my 93 cents and I take your 7 cents. It's not going to match up at the end of the day. And I said, excuse me? She was like, my 93 cents and your 7 cents is not going to match up at the end of the day if I give you $1. I said, it equals $1. She said, no. When they total our registers out, they know how many pennies, nickels, and dimes we have. They will be looking for that 93 cents. And I will have an extra $1 instead. Oh. So I was like, you know what? You have a good day. We're good. We're good. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. So I'm thinking, on my way out the car, I was like, this chick she can't really think this, right? Because if someone gives you 93 cents, how is that cash register going to know that 93 cents was 9 dimes and 3 pennies? Or how?
This is why you should always work smarter than your opponent. The goal here is to pick up the bottles one by one and fill the crate the fastest. But notice the difference between how they both started, because this man chose to run and start from the opposite direction. Now you might think regardless of how they start, the distance they have to cover is actually the same. But when you start from the opposite direction, you get tired much faster. And so when you are left with low energy, you don't have to run as much as the other man. Whereas the other guy does the easy part first and the hard part last. But I know just by looking at the progression so far, you still think the guy on the left will win because he only have 8 bottles left. But the secret to this game is calculated in a way that if you start with the easy part first, you'll most likely lose. It may be because the brain thinks you are far in the lead and doesn't have to stress at all. Now look, the bottles on the right will get collected really fast now when it's getting closer. And the message with this game is that you may start your path far away from winning, but when the end is closing in, it's all about how you finish. Do the hard part first in life and you will win for sure.
Girl math is that I'm going to run into Target for one thing, and then it ends up being, $100 later.
Hey, that's pretty crazy, man. I hope you guys are having a great day out there. Hey, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, we out.